It's acres and move makers.
It's acres and move makers.
I deal with land flippers, acres and move makers, room shakers, big boys with huge paper, the newspapers. You can run but can't escape us. We winning with these flash green when they act racist. Success is so contagious. Let's go.
It's acres and move makers.
Welcome to Acres and Move Makers. My name is Ray.
My name is Jay.
And we are
the Acre Boys.
Today, we want to talk to you about a very spicy subject, and that is called build your own table.
Now, when we're talking about building your own table, there's a couple different points we could come from, right? What I think of when I hear build your own table, especially in a business perspective, is put the right pieces around you, right? When we first came into business, this is just the honest truth, right? We were into a position because keep in mind, we have never actually ran a business before, right? So when you don't understand how business actually works, I can tell you what we used to do. We used to run around writing things down on paper. Somebody calls in to sell a property. We have the APN number. We write it down on a piece of paper. But now, as you grow, you start to understand systems. And the number one thing that you start to learn, which is my favorite word of all when it comes to business, and that's called delegation. So what does delegation do? It takes the work off of you and it puts it on to somebody else, right? Especially the small, tedious tasks or whatever the case may be. So when you have those tedious tasks, the major thing that you should do, once you already understand it, and being that you understand it, you know how to actually teach it. So then you go ahead and take that thing off of your plate. So when we talk about building your own table, I'm talking about, from my perspective, building an actual team. Now, before when we first started doing these videos, YouTube and Instagram, we didn't have an editor before. Now we have an editor that's on the actual team. Before, when we had people actually calling in to sell their actual properties, it was us answering the phone at that point in time. Now we have an answering service that actually does that for us. So this is what I mean when we talk about setting your own table. And it means, for me, he's going to give his perspective in a minute. It means get out of the way. And once you're able to go ahead and move yourself out of the way, you can focus down on the things that are much more important inside of that space, right? They always talk about an 80-20 rule, right? 80-20 means this. Only 20% of the things that you do are responsible for 80% of those actual results, right? So what you need to do inside of what you're doing is find out what is those things that actually move the needle. The other things are just delegation, paperwork, repetitive tasks, different things like that. Those are the things you need to outsource and delegate. So the power of building your own table is powerful once you understand to get that work off of you and give it to somebody else so you can focus on revenue generation.
I agree wholeheartedly with everything that my partner said, but I'm coming from a total different angle with my perspective of it.
For sure.
Now, when we talk about building your own table, let's take it from the beginning and act as if you're a new person jumping into a business space looking to get started.
Okay.
What a lot of people do in the beginning, they're looking to somebody else and what they're doing and saying, I want to be like them. Or if I can get down with them, right? They can help me out dramatically. They can take me from A all the way to Z overnight. So you start chasing and you start looking to get on somebody else's level and looking to eat at their table, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is when you're chasing these people, if you can get on their radar, that's great. You should always be looking for people that's above you and people that could pull you up. If you can get on their radar, I agree that that's an excellent idea. You should. Because the Acre Boys themselves are not totally responsible for all of our success. There were some people that had to reach back and help us skip the line too.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that.
For sure.
But there also has been people that could have took us a lot higher and a lot faster, that when we pulled up to their table, they kicked the chair away. It's just an actual fact.
Get out of here.
Yeah. There's not enough room at this table, right? Or you're not ready to eat what we're serving at this table. Actual fact. So what that says to me is, right, we're all men or women, we're all grown up, we're all adults. You are responsible for your success.
Mm-hmm.
Never make a mistake about that. There's nobody else going to treat you better than you treat yourself. Nobody else is going to go harder for you than you're going to go harder for yourself, right? And if you're waiting or looking for those things to come from an outside entity, you are going to be stagnant for a substantial amount of time, because nobody, and I promise you, besides your mama or your daddy, no one is going to care for you more than you care for you. Nobody's going to go harder for you and outwork you more than you can do for yourself. So when we talk about building your own table, if you can't get on these people's radar, no worries. No worries. Go and do it yourself.
For sure.
Go start your own. Go start your own business and run with the people that's willing to help, because there's always somebody that's willing to help, even if you have to start on the same level. It's like when we talk about graduating classes, right? And you have grades 9 through 12, right? Let's take it to high school. You have seniors and you have freshmen. The seniors don't want to play or interact with the freshmen. That's just fact. The seniors interact with anybody. It's probably going to be the juniors and the other seniors. The 9th graders interact with the 10th graders and the other 9th graders. So if people are above you or further than you, those are the seniors. That's their graduating class. They do business with people that's on their level. And you should, as I stated, try to get on their level. But if they're giving pushback, roll with the people that's on your level.
Right.
And you grow with them. And you build with them.
For sure.
Right? And if you catch them at that point and you keep going hard, guess what? Those seniors, they'll look back and they'll say, man, that's something special about those 9th graders or that 9th grader or that 10th grader. They got something going on. Let me keep an eye on them. And they'll watch.
Right.
I don't like to say it because these are the people, right? There is something real. It's called, they think. It's just what they think. They think that they're the gatekeepers until they're not anymore. What they call it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Yeah, real talk.
Right?
Real talk.
So you just have to have an attitude about it. Yeah, get a little fiery about it, right? I'll catch you when we come back around. And we will come back around. And this is true testament to even what we're doing. There's been a lot of people that could have helped us grow faster. It is okay. I still wish the best for you and all of your growth. But I'll catch you at some point. The tables will turn, right? Because you have to know that we're not going to stop. Sure. And we're absolutely not going to stop. And the other thing is when you're doing positive things, like me and Jay were so far ahead from where we started at that if I look back and wanted to go back, I don't even know where to go back to what or to what. Right. I'm so far ahead from where I started at that this is now a point of no return.
Sure. Ain't no question about it, man. I think just like with anything, you have people that are in certain areas inside of their life, and based off what area you're in or whatever you're trying to achieve, you have to remember the onus on everything is on you. It's not for somebody else to go ahead and make you hot, but if they happen to come, go ahead and accept the help or whatever the case may be, and maybe y'all can grow together. But it reminds me of like what Tyler Perry, when he said everybody's saying Grammys is this, Grammys is that. Well, y'all can go ahead and run over there and go do that. But I'll be down in Atlanta building a table of my own. Like Ray said, there's nobody that's going to treat you like you. There's nobody that's going ahead and put the emphasis on what you're doing like you. Some people may see the vision, some people may not. However, it is your responsibility, no matter what happens. You heard Nipsey say it. The only distinguishing quality that we have, which I'm not going to say the only, but this is one that sticks out, is the power not to stop. That's it. And we understand by being on these platforms, being on these venues, we got people that we help every day. We see it in the comments and different things, introducing people to an industry that they probably never even heard of. So build your own table and don't wait on nobody to build it for you. Will people come and help? Absolutely. You know what I mean? That will come. But there also will be people that kick it away from you too. So always stay conscious of that and keep it pushing regardless.
And last but not least, before we close out, while you're building your table or look to eat at somebody else's table, don't just look to eat. bring something to the table.
That's a fact. You better bring a snack.
Bring a snack. Then you'll be invited a lot quicker.
Real talk.
So until the next time, y'all, don't forget to like,
Comment, subscribe, all that.
and we'll catch you on the next one. Invest in dirt.
It's the cleanest way to make money. Peace, y'all.